Hey guys, how we doing?
Great.
Well,
Good.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, man, it's awesome to have an opportunity to be here. In our profession, in our coaching profession, there's very few times you get an opportunity to work at a place like this, in a conference like this, with a team like this, and with a head coach like this. So awesome. I'm fired up. My family's really excited about the move. It'll be the first time we've moved and lived outside of the state of Florida, so we're super excited about all the new experiences, and we kind of know what this place is, all about, watching it from afar, and actually, grew up in a small town right in the middle of the state of Florida called Sebring, Florida, and my first memories of Tennessee football was our high school star running back there in Sebring High School by the name of Jesse Sanders. He came to school here as a running back and ended up playing linebacker, and we remember all the time he used to come home and he used to run by the front of our house with the orange and white on, the T, and that was our first memories of the University of Tennessee. And as a football guy, this place knows what it's all about, and we're fired up about the opportunity. I'm glad to be here, getting my feet on the ground, getting to know everybody, and getting to know the building, and trying to get my bearings straight about that, and excited about getting going and recruiting. And just, recruiting the position and being around our players first, and getting around this coaching staff, and then getting out on the pavement and trying to make us better through recruiting. So excited about the opportunity, fired up to get to know each and every one of you guys and everybody in the building. So go Vols, happy to be a part of Rocky Top.
All right, and we're going to start with the first question. It'll be from Steve McGargy from the Associated Press. Go ahead, Steve.
Congratulations on the new job. I was just wondering, you've got about half dozen games as an interim head coach. I'm wondering how you think that experience as an interim head coach kind of maybe might help you make you better as an assistant with this new job.
Well, what it does is just adds to your perspective of everything that is involved in what makes college football work. From everybody in the building, everybody making sure that the plan is outlined for everybody doing their job, and when there's a cog in the wheel and somebody's not getting it done, it ultimately falls back on that head coach's desk. So again, just from an assistant to having an opportunity to do that, you will really understand and value how important your job is as an assistant coach, to make sure you're doing your piece, you're carrying your weight, you're taking care of the guys in your room, you're making them better people and better players. You're taking care of your responsibilities in recruiting, and you're just making sure that each and every day you're coming in with the right mindset and attitude that I'm going to attack my job, not just do my job. I'm going to attack it with an urgency and with a passion for what I do. And the more I do that, the more the operation runs smoothly. And then once you tie everybody together on that same page, it just makes it a lot better atmosphere, and it's a winning culture that you're trying to be a part of. So just having that perspective to really take a step back and look at how important it is, the job that I had previous to becoming that interim coach, it just allows you to understand that this opportunity right now here at Tennessee for me is going to be one in which I'm going to cherish, I'm going to relish, I'm going to come in every day and I'm going to attack the plan that Coach Jones is going to have laid out for us to be champions, and that's what it's all about.
Next, we'll have a question from Dustin from the Knoxville News-Sentinel.
hey, Coach. Also, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, kind of playing off of what Steve said, I guess. After, the season ended at Miami, did you have any opportunity at all to? I imagine your name would have been up there for some head coaching jobs. Did you have any opportunity to get to take a job like that? Was it kind of your decision to come back and be a position coach again? And was there any opportunities, I guess, that you either passed up, or was there any reason you decided you wanted to be back in position coaching?
There was a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on. To step into that role and the 6th or 7th week of the season and have to go through and finish the season, and by the time you really get your bearings straight and get the program going and keeping it afloat in the direction that we had to get it going, the sole focus and concentration was just on what we needed to do with that current team, staff and players. And then when the season ended, there was a flurry of things going on and opportunities and chances and different things, and meeting after meeting with a lot of people and talking with a lot of people. Just kind of, it was for me and my family. I'm never going to ever make a decision without consulting with my family, and those are the people in my life that my decisions directly impact. So it was a family decision to just listen to a lot of different things and a lot of different situations and scenarios, and do what was best for us in the end, and really still be in position to where you feel like what you're doing impacts young people. And that, at the end of the day, that's what's important. So, while there were opportunities and there were certain things going on, I thought that this was, of all of it, right now where we are as a family and where I'm at in my career, I thought like this would be a heck of an opportunity and what would be best for us right now moving forward.
Next, we'll have Patrick Brown from the Chattanooga Times Free Press.
Taylor, again, I'll be the latest to congratulate you on the job. I guess you said you've never lived outside of Florida. Did it take a lot of convincing for your family to move up to Tennessee? Or I guess what about Tennessee made the job and joining this staff so appealing to you and your family?
Two things. Simply the fact that it's Tennessee. It's not. There's only certain places probably in the country. For me, and everybody's different, for me, that you would actually say, okay, I have an opportunity to stay here where I'm comfortable and those type of things. But there's a couple places in the country where you go, if I have an opportunity, I really have to look hard at it and consider that. And this is definitely one of those places. And so when the opportunity presented itself, it really struck some heartstrings with me and my family. And again, just watching from afar what this place is all about, game day, just being on the road, being in our business, the recruiting part of what we do, watching this program recruit over the last 2 years, 3 cycles, and some of the recruiting classes that it put together, kind of knowing what Coach Jones is all about. Faced him a bunch of times when I was at South Florida and he was at Cincinnati. I know his tenacity and prowess on the road in recruiting. I know how he is. I know his passion for what he does. And with those two combinations of things going on, it being Tennessee and then it being Tennessee with Coach Jones at the lead and the way they've been recruiting and how he does things, the way he carries himself, it was kind of became, at the end of the day, it became an awesome opportunity that we thought as a family it would be great to be a part of.
Next, we'll have Wes Rucker from 24/7 Sports.
Well, I guess, Larry, I better congratulate you now because everyone else has. But
thanks, Wes.
I guess my question was already sort of taken, but I guess I'll ask, when you're, I guess, looking at where the Tennessee program is now and what it's on the verge of, did that make that a little bit of an easier decision to kind of leave your comfort zone and come up here?
Absolutely. You know, you look at, and those are some of the things you take a look at, and when it's time to make those type of decisions, and making sure that what you want to be a part of, what you're all about, and some of the things, core things that are important to you, and obviously family and those things are important to me, and I know that about Coach Jones. I know that from talking with him and visiting with him about how important those things are. And then again, to just be out there on the road, and you know what they're doing in recruiting and how they're doing it, and with the combination of really good recruiting and his leadership. It kind of, again, it made it a situation that we felt like we wanted to be a part of.
Next, we'll have Brian Rice from UTSports.com.
Well, Coach, I'll welcome you from here inside the building. Welcome to Tennessee, and you mentioned recruiting earlier. What is it that has made you such an effective recruiter throughout your career? And I know having your connections in Florida, that'll be a location for you, but is there anywhere else that you sort of specialize in as far as recruiting territory?
I kind of just, I think it goes back to the way I was raised and who I am, and the product of my grandparents and my mom and the people that are around me that raised me. We pride ourselves on just being people, people. We get along and relate to people. We love having people. We're a hosting family. We got a big family full of uncles and cousins and nieces and nephews and all those things. So there's constantly always a family atmosphere and a lot of people around. So we like to. I think it just goes back to that, and I think the minute you walk into a room and you can relate to all different walks of life and people, well, no matter what region of the country they live in, no matter who they are, what they are, their financial status, any of those things, when you can just you like spending time with people, and I think being a people person is what really has helped me, because it allows it to be natural. There's no selling spin. There's really nothing in a book that I think I've ever used as a strategy to spin sell a kid or any of those things. It's just kind of been go in and be who I am and what I am and what I'm all about, and then what we represent as a program. And the biggest piece of recruiting is what are you selling? And when you have a product like the University of Tennessee and the resources and the tradition and all the great things that it has, it makes it a real sell. I don't necessarily want to say something that you have to fathom or make up. It makes it very real and tangible. So when you can present that and in an effective manner where the kid and the family can receive it that way, it gives you a heck of an opportunity.
Next, we'll have Dan Harrelson from Football.com.
Hey, Coach, have you had a chance to look at the tight ends on the roster, especially in Ethan Wolf?
Yeah, not really in depth. Look at it, and I'll continue to study those guys and get to know them. I want it to be I don't want any preconceived notions or any of those type of things going into it. I'll watch them from a natural standpoint, just their ability, just watching them play football on tape. But I want a lot of my opinions and those things that come from just spending time with them, getting to know the kid and him getting to know me. I think the biggest thing with this position, and I love coaching tight ends simply because it's a position group that's tied into everything from a protection standpoint, run game, pass routes. They're connected to everything. I like to often make them really feel good about themselves by telling them next to the quarterback they got to be the next smartest guy on the football field. So I want to get to know who these guys are through our experiences, through our interactions, and then formulate those type of opinions and those things as we go. But I'm going to watch them from just a natural talent standpoint, and watch them play football, and have a general idea of who they are and what they are, and how I can add my piece to helping them become better people and players.
Next, we'll have Paul Fortenberry from VolQuest.
Hey, Larry. Thanks, Jason. Larry, you talk about a lot of your experiences in recruiting, and I know a lot of that's been in Florida, but I know you've also gone up against Tennessee and recruiting some guys. What is it that you've heard on the trail that's been attractive to young guys about Tennessee, and what made that attractive to you that, once Tennessee started to look at you as a job offer, what was attractive about this program for you as well?
Well, obviously, when you start, the few guys that I did very familiar with that I knew we were up against with Tennessee is the family atmosphere seemed to stick out to those kids. There was something about those kids being on different ends of North Carolina or wherever it was that they were connected, and that's how you know in recruiting that something right's being done when guys that really don't know each other are somehow connected together, and they're connected together through a bond that obviously is being developed here at the University of Tennessee. And if you can do that in recruiting with guys that aren't around each other every day, you know it's happening in the building every day. So it tells you that the formula is in place to really be successful. So that was that. And then, obviously when you get here, my God, how beautiful this place is.
All right, next question will come from Corey Gunkel with Inside Tennessee.
Hey, Larry, I'll echo those congratulations. And I guess I did want to ask about recruiting, but Paul and Brian pretty much touched on that. So I guess I'll ask you, I know you're a pretty affable guy, someone that a lot of players say is really down to earth and connects with players. But how would you describe yourself and your personality as a coach?
Honestly, just passionate about what I do. This game has given me a lot of opportunities as a not only as a coach but as a person. I think a lot of the reasons why I got into coaching was because of what a coach did for me. He saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. He pushed me and took me to places that I couldn't take myself, both mentally and physically. And something about that has always stuck with me. And that's why I really, do what I do. So it's very real. It's passionate. I've had a chance to, without college football, I probably wouldn't have had a chance to receive a college education. So it was good to me in that way. And because of having an opportunity to be a college student, I met my beautiful wife. And because of her, I have 3 beautiful kids. And so everything that really has been good to me and good for me that the good Lord has blessed me with has come as a result of being a part of this game in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So when I'm coaching or when I'm around the guys, it's easy because it's natural and because it's real and because it's it's something that I'm very passionate about and something that I'll be forever indebted to this game.
Okay, we have time for one more question. Is there anybody else out there who'd like to ask one?
Yeah, I have one if that's okay, Jason.
Go ahead.
As far as, congratulations, but as far as your predecessor, he was also in charge of special teams. I haven't really heard how you guys may split that up. Is that something that you'll take part in as far as maybe one phase of special teams, or any insight you can give us into how that'll be handled?
At the end of the day, Coach Jones will make all those decisions as we move forward, as we start to, get to those things and those decisions being made. But I'm here to do whatever Coach is going to ask me to do. However he asks me to do it, is recruiting, coaching, on the field, special teams, whatever he asks me to do. I'm here to just do my part to help us be as successful as we can be.
Is that something? Have you coached special teams before? And would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah, be comfortable doing anything that Coach asks me to do. And you're a football coach, you're a football coach.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks, sir.
Jason, this is Paul. Can I have a quick follow-up?
Okay, sure. Go ahead, Paul.
Sorry, Larry, I'm sorry if you've answered this. I know I missed the first couple minutes. When did you know that Tennessee was the place for you? And was that a pretty quick destination spot for you? I know you talked about that a little bit, but was this all pretty quick in your eyes?
In this business, everything happens pretty quick. So you have to have a kind of a, when you think about it, everybody already kind of has an idea of places and things and corporations and businesses that if they ever had an opportunity to work for and be a part of, and naturally, when those opportunities are presented, if the timing's right, then yeah, you'd love to be a part of it. And like I said earlier, this was always a place that if we had an opportunity to go and work and be a part of the culture and be a part of Knoxville and be a part of Rocky Top, that we definitely look very hard at. And if the timing was right, we would do it. And just so happened it all lined up for us. So we're here.